and welcome to another 4GWE TMC podcast, telecast I should say. And I'm here with my pal Eitan Schwartz, who is the VP of pseudo-wire and Ethernet services at Radcom, obviously, Rad Data Communications. And Eitan and I used to talk a long time ago about voice over IP and TDM over IP, and the world's changed a bit for us all, and right now the emphasis is on wireless backhaul and Ethernet services. Why don't you tell me what's going on and what your customers are asking you for?
Okay, great. Well, the services we're seeing in carrier Ethernet, for example, are for retail applications as well as wholesale. And the wholesale applications often tie in to backhaul.
Okay.
So a lot of mobile operators are looking to get high-speed Ethernet out to the cell towers, and they've got to start now. And the way they do it here in North America, at least, is they don't normally own the facilities to the cell tower. So they try to find wholesalers that are willing to run fiber into the tower. Now, in some cases, Ethernet isn't going to be lucrative enough for a wholesaler by itself in order to justify running fiber out to the tower. So they look at add-on services. So if they run a fiber out and they can also get the 2G and 3G services, which are today running over T1s, it makes the business case much stronger. So we're starting to see the two tie in, the Ethernet requirements to the cell tower as well as to retail customers, okay, tying into the backhaul, okay.
And so that's a pseudo-wire strategy when they want to go down to the 2G and 3G, I assume, for voice? Is that how it's happening?
Well, what we're seeing is two classes of customer.
Okay.
One is the carriers that are delivering wholesale and retail Ethernet services. In the case of wholesale, they will be going out to the cell towers, often trying to maybe run a ring type topology and so on, dropping off Ethernet services. Very critical for 3G, 4G Ethernet services is quality of service. So they have to build carrier Ethernet class services with all the SLA assurance, the ability to validate the Ethernet circuits and so on. And then a side benefit of running the Ethernet there is to also support TDM services. So to also pick up the 2G TDM service. Now the mobile operators, on the other hand, they may already run T1 circuits out to the towers. They may say, listen, just bring me Ethernet services. And as a incentive to the wholesalers, they'll say, well, I'll put my TDM traffic also over your network.
Got it.
And so their long term is not really to keep running TDM services. It's to move more and more to high-speed Ethernet. But TDM will be required for a long time.
Right. And right now, as we look at the migration to 4G, what we're seeing is there's, to that point about it running for a long time, there's a resistance to making the commitment to voice over packet yet. There's a lot of efforts to kind of keep the voice on the 3G while the data services kind of play themselves out and build out, because obviously they've got issues where they're not matching to the demand for data already, so why add to the problem by bringing the voice over at this point? So it's very logical. So if people want to find out more about what you're doing at Radcom, how would they find out? How would they reach you?
So we have a booth here. At
Supercom, yes.
Supercom. And Rad has actually got a website, etheraccess.com, which includes all of the products that allow you to do Ethernet access over a variety of access infrastructure, fiber, bonded T1s, bonded copper, OC3, OC12, etc. And definitely there's the Rad website, www.rad.com.
Excellent. Great. Eitan, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks a lot.
Okay?